played at Coney Island.
I've never been there. No.
You've never been to Coney Island?
No.
Really?
What?
All right. I want to give you a general description of Coney Island, and then I want you to act so surprised. You have to get on a subway for an hour and a half to go to a beach that's more hypodermic needle than sand.
Hour and a half?
I don't know, to be honest.
Not from here.
Not from where you live.
Yeah, not at all from where you live.
I would say you're like an hour tops, and that's stretching it.
Oh.
And you can fall asleep on the train because everyone falls asleep on the train.
Wait, have you even tried to go?
No one's asked me
Okay,
to go.
we're taking... Oh, that's why you hate it.
I'm not going to Coney Island alone.
You're like, I don't even like Coney Island.
You've gone to Coney Island alone?
Yes.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's
it's
honestly
weird.
disgusting.
What were you doing there?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was there meeting people. That doesn't count.
I think I might have gone to Coney Island. I went to Mad Decent Block Party, which was at Cyclone Stadium, which is in Coney Island.
Okay.
But I didn't like chill in Coney Island. I just sat in a 2-hour line and then rolled my dick off and drove home.
At first, I thought you meant you rolled your dick up like a tape measure, which goes to show how little I know how dicks work.
I have nothing to add. I'm still just picturing it. Like a fruit by the foot.
Could you imagine? I'm like, yeah, so I went down, I waited in the line, then I reached into my pants. I didn't even like do the thing where you like pull the skin out and it gets all tight to your body.
You what?
I rolled it up and then...
Do that?
Hold up. Okay, were you circumcised?
No.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
yes, I was.
Okay.
Wait, then why do you have...
So
Where's
what
the
are you
extra skin
rolling?
from?
Wait, you take it from like you get under the head and you kind of pull the skin up and like the meat of the dick goes down.
No, this doesn't happen.
Not if you're circumcised. I don't think so.
I know what a I'm
Here's
circumcised.
the thing. I'm not, so I know what you're talking about. I'm like, you shouldn't know what you're talking about.
You can just like pull it up and you can make your dick look like it's circumcised.
Do you think whoever fucked up your circumcision... You know what? I think it happened because it wasn't a Jewish circumcision. So I think that whatever priest was like...
Ignorance is bliss.
Well, that's been the pod.
Welcome
That's been
to
the
Two
pod.
Nosy
Welcome to
Meerkats.
Two Nosy Meerkats.
We have an amazing guest for you guys. Dear friend of ours. Give a round of... a co-host of...
Who Hurt You?
Who Hurt You? Comedy show with friend of the pod, Leland. Give a round of applause for your friend and mine, Chris Shurr.
The very circumcised.
The very circumcised.
Chris Shurr. You should not. I think that whoever did your circumcision was like playing a sick joke on you. Like, well, first of all, it's a sick joke that then you like later had to transition and still like think about it. But it was like, I'm just gonna fuck up this dick as much as I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what happened?
There's nothing wrong with the circumcision. I got it done in London.
Okay, it's cheaper there.
The British aren't good at it.
Yeah,
they're
no,
not
they,
very good.
They do it in
They
centimeters.
get dentists to do it, and we all know how dentists are in the UK.
They do it in centimeters, and my dick is measured in inches, so that was kind of it was a conversion error.
This is what's wrong with the metric system, you guys.
We've got it. You know what? I think every single country should just be on the other system.
The metric or ours?
Ours.
Ours,
I think
yes,
we
I
need
agree.
to colonialize
Yeah.
again. Which is
So South African of you.
Oh my god! I knew I would be canceled for that one day. A white South African
Yeah.
saying we need to colonialize.
All right, colonialized.
Oh my god.
I guess it might not be a word.
It's
Colonize.
colonize. Colonialize would be like an interior decorating job.
Colonialize, colonial eyes.
Realize! Colonialize! Yeah, baby! You know what? Fuck it. I'm colonializing the word colonize. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
I was like, are you trying to fist bump me? I'm not joining in on this.
Nah, Lukas just fist bumped her. They're in on it together.
I'm in on it together.
Yeah, for anyone who's not watching, Lukas is a colonialist.
I
I'm gonna keep saying it
Oh
wrong.
my god. My dad was a book editor. He's rolling in his ashes. Oh,
He's rolling in his ashes.
Yeah.
He's rolling it up.
well, yeah, I would have said grave, but you didn't know.
Wouldn't he be rolling in his urn?
No, we emptied it out.
Oh, you
As
did?
per his wishes. He wanted it, yeah.
You
He's
want?
Scattered in upstate New York.
Rolled
on
it
the
like a
grass.
fruit by the foot.
Yeah.
Did you get, like, urn blowback?
Yes!
You got, like, your
That
dad
happened.
up in your nose and shit.
Not up in my nose, but on my jeans. He got on my jeans a little bit. It was outside. It was a bit windy, and I was like, oh, I need to be upwind.
Yeah.
Did you have some fun with it? You're like, oh, Dad, you made such a mess.
No, but Chris, I think you should have
See,
been there.
this is the reason
I
you should have been
think
there
you
when
should
we
have
were
been there.
scattering my dad's ashes. We need someone to involve shtick.
You're like, yeah, this was a very, like, meaningful moment, but where's the, like, comic relief?
Where's Jim
Exactly.
Carrey when you need him?
Exactly.
Huh? There should be magicians at funerals. For my next trick,
My
they're
dad's
going in the ground.
My dad's ashes did a great impression of cocaine.
Ooh. Alt comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's an episode
Great
of
impression
Unreal.
of powdered sugar as well.
Were they white?
Yeah, it comes out white, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was, like, grayish.
I thought it was
It is kind of gray, but it's very bright.
Is it clumpy?
No, it's very loose. I don't know what that says, but yeah.
There's a great episode of Unreal where do you guys know what Unreal is about?
No.
It's a scripted show, excellent show if you haven't seen it, about a producer team of a show that's like The Bachelor. It's like loosely based on The Bachelor. And at one point they stage a scene on like a big river where one of the contestants just lost her dad and she's with the suitor. And she takes her dad's like urn of ashes and tries to like throw them in the water with the suitor there. But right as she tries to do it, there's wind and it all goes up in the suitor's face.
Oh my god.
It's one of the funniest, darkest scenes I've ever seen on TV. Because the guy like so clearly hates it and he's the bachelor just for the money. He's spitting out ashes. He's like, oh god, daddy ashes, it's daddy ashes.
Daddy ashes?
Daddy ashes.
Oh no.
Please tell me, he's like, don't you think this is a little too soon to meet your parents? Like,
Yeah, that was his issue. He was a commitment phobe.
Taste the rainbow. Yeah.
What was the dad gay?
That is such, oh my god, we just wrote a new Urban Dictionary entry. When you accidentally sniff or taste someone's ashes who is gay.
Can people still be gay if they're dead?
I mean, not actively in the community, but
Yeah, they're like not really part of the
I think
community.
they get to be honorary still.
It's like asexuals. It's like people have this debate about like whether asexuals are gay, which to me is such a like.
What do you think?
It's such a stupid debate. Who the fuck cares what anyone is? Sorry, I got really heated about this, but it's an insane debate. Who is sitting there?
Colonializing.
LGBTC, lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, colonializer. Done.
Just put out your new Twitter handle so people can cancel you again.
you know, that's actually a joke I wrote for your roast last night.
Did you?
Aaron hit me up and I was like, yeah, you need to do a couple jokes about how her grandma's South African. And one of them, I was like, yeah, you know, Gabby is part white South African. So it shouldn't be too surprising she got canceled on Twitter.
Yeah, that's great. Wait, so Gabby, so day after, how do you feel about your roast battle with Aaron Abelard Clemens, the previous guest from last week?
It was the best. It was a grand old time.
Mm-hmm.
I won, but as I told Aaron after the battle, it's not about who wins. If I had lost, I would have been like, it's about who wins. But it's not about who wins. It's about the fact that Aaron and I both had really good jokes for each other. They were born of a lot of love, and it was fun. I don't know if you guys got this as well, but it was like, I felt like it was fun for people to watch.
It was really fun to watch.
Which is like, for me, what a good roast battle is. It's not like who the winner, like, I don't give a fuck who like the winner of the roast battle is. It's a matter of like two people who are very prepared and like kind of bouncing off of each other. And
Absolutely.
That's what's really cool about a roast. So I love doing that. It was just,
Ultimately, it's just about getting good jokes out there for the audience to enjoy. Of course, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But you're glad that you won, aren't you? You're just a little bit glad. Just a little bit like, fuck Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Aaron. He deserved to be put in his place.
That's my first thought when I met him. I was like, oh, this guy. Oh.
That's what everyone says about him. I mean, he's so
got
cocky.
a high horse, and these need to be taken off.
He needs to be. You meet Aaron, you're like, this fucking guy. I mean, what a cocky man.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, that fucking guy's smiling too much. Gabby better fuck him up. Good.
Yeah, you know what? I hate when people are too nice. Time to ruin them a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah. What did you guys think watching it? How did I do?
I thought it was interesting because like Aaron sent me his jokes the night before and I was so impressed by them. Really, really. And I was like, oh, he's got a serious chance at beating you.
Yeah.
I really thought that. And when the battle was over, I genuinely had no idea where the judges were going to go.
Me neither.
I had no
That's
idea.
what I liked. I liked being in something like
that was good,
so
yeah.
evenly matched, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
You thought Aaron won?
No, the people before you were so fucking weird. I was distracted. Like I was watching the roast. I enjoyed it, but if you were to ask me like, what was your favorite part of your set? I couldn't tell you. I was just so focused on the nightmare that happened before you.
Yeah, there was a risk taken, and you know, we appreciate
It was interesting. Like I'm not hating on it
The
necessarily.
listeners and viewers are like, what the fuck?
I can't even begin to describe
just to
it. That's
make
the
it
issue.
more palatable for listeners. It was a roast battle before me between Whoopi Goldberg and Meghan McCain from The View. And Whoopi Goldberg went up and
She did an impression of John McCain. It was very interesting.
she was like, this is what your dad is like, and then she like died. And then and she came back to life. And then Meghan McCain was like, well, this is my impression of you. And then she peed on the stage and the room was dead silent. Nobody knew what to do.
I would love to watch this.
Yeah,
You
I would
watched
watch
it
that.
last night.
Yes.
You remember.
I
Well, maybe you were in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You were like, oh, Whoopi Goldberg and Meghan McCain on stage.
I was
I'm gonna
busy getting
pee.
ready to record your set. It's busy work, and I digested water very quickly, and I needed to pee.
Plus, I just feel like you saw that. You were like, I'm not really interested in that battle. That's not interesting to me.
Nah.
Yeah.
I got better things to do.
Yeah. Then watch that. Yeah, that was a weird battle, Chris. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was real odd.
Yeah.
It was. The weird thing about it was that you could see one opponent doing something kind of alt, and it would have worked if the other one didn't do anything weird at all, and just ruined being alt for that battle, basically.
Yeah. The fact that like one of them peed and one of them died on stage is like,
Yeah.
okay, one or the other. Like,
Exactly.
one person can pee, but then the other person has to be doing normal roast jokes, you know, or one
Exactly.
person can die and then come back to life. But the other person has to be like, but you're a bitch, you know?
That's actually. Oh wait, would you move my computer just a little bit more on the coffee table? It's kind of hanging off. Thank you.
Is there a computer on the coffee table,
you.
or are you just happy to see me? You know what I'm talking
I
about.
need to take a moment just to fucking process that. Oh, what was I saying?
Alt versus alt.
I feel like I said something afterwards.
You did say something afterwards, but I was distracted by how happy you were to see me.
I'm so lost.
Chris, how are you doing?
How are you doing? How's this day been for you?
Oh, it's been interesting. I had therapy, which
How did that go? I
Therapeutic?
had therapy as well. It went very well.
it was sort of intense. I was talking about my mom, because she relapsed again recently, and so
I'm
I was
sorry to
dealing
hear
with
it.
that.
You're really putting everything on the edge.
Is the water glass on the edge, or are you just happy to see? So the relapse.
Yeah, no, it was fine. I made my therapist laugh a few times, so I consider it a good one.
No better feeling.
That's good. That's
And I got him to go over time.
Oh,
good. Whoa.
That's like,
I'd take that over sex any day.
I've had that happen a couple times. It's like, yeah.
I've
just feel
never
good.
had it happen to me.
Never?
My therapist, she edges me.
Oh, I'm
She
sorry.
does. 45 minutes on the dot. Doesn't matter what I'm saying. We're at time. It's because she knows it's too good. If she went even 1 minute over.
You can't have too much of a good thing.
Yeah,
It's like pizza.
I was gonna say it's like chocolate, but it's really more like pizza.
I think it's more like if you had 1 extra minute of therapy, you would be fixed.
Right.
Like that, all you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
is
yeah.
one 46-minute therapy session, and she's just like, oh, I've got to keep her thinking she's doing better.
Yeah, it's big therapy. Really.
Wait, Chris, what would you say? What food stuff do you think therapy with you is like? Mention pizza and chocolate. Dreams to be with. What do you think you are?
Like candy? No.
What kind? What kind? Any?
No, like a if you were to just sort of like throw different kinds of candies in a bowl, but not like packaged candies. So you had like loose
no wrapper?
M&Ms, loose Skittles, loose Starburst.
That is very you, actually.
It would be terrible. Like
like
when you,
No.
trail mix, but without the pretzels and nuts.
It's not so bad. It's messy, but it's tasty,
well,
just like you.
You got to be careful eating it. Like you got to pick around and like.
Right.
What I'm saying is, if you want to eat me, you should be careful.
You gotta eat around it.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta find the parts
Eat around
that
the
you
foreskin.
like.
Leave the crusts.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm glad you had a good session.
Yeah, it was a good session.
I'm very
Yeah.
glad to.
I went and bought weed.
Nice. Very nice.
I
For your garden.
no.
Roundup.
I'm dog sitting, so I gotta have something to do
whose
this
dog?
week. My brother's dog.
Oh.
So I'm going to Connecticut.
Your brother's
after
dog
this.
smokes weed?
Nah, she's more of a heroin dog, but
Whew.
That reminds me, I once was walking in the park and I passed by these 2 Hasidic Jews. They were going, "Are you Jewish?" They wanted to pray, and I was like, "No." I knew it. And then they sort of jokingly asked, "What about the dog?" Because I was walking my dog. I was like 16, and I was like, "Scientologist. She'd love to talk to you, by the way."
Oh shit, that's really funny.
Yeah.
wait, is that what they want to do when they ask
Yeah,
you
yeah,
if
yeah.
you're Jewish?
What do you mean? Is that what they want to do?
What,
have no
what did
clue.
you think they wanted to do?
I don't know. I don't know. It's been driving me nuts ever since I moved to New York. All I know is I feel very honored when they ask me if I'm Jewish.
You should have
Okay.
said yes, and then you would find out what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
You don't lie about that.
Yeah, you can.
No.
Ever heard of Rachel Dolezal?
Then they. The thing is, I feel like they would be like, "Are you Jewish?"
Heard of her?
I feel like they would.
Chris Shurr, the Rachel Dolezal of Judaism. Oh my god.
Aren't I already Rachel Dolezal of womanhood?
Oh my god.
The implication there is so astounding.
Holy shit. You just misgendered yourself.
Woo! No, I never
my
said
God.
yes because I always figured there would be some like interaction that they would like initiate, and
Like
then
they would know if you were lying.
Yeah, like they would be like,
They have a secret like Jewish meter just like boop boop boop. Oh, this isn't going up.
Yeah, let me pull out the scanner. Hold on a second.
Yeah. It's
Like-
like Scientology.
they'd be like, "Are you Jewish?" And I'd be like, "Yeah," and they'd be like, "All right, so we're going now," and I'd be like, "Oh fuck, where are we going?" And they'd be like, "You don't know? You don't know?" And they're like, "Are you actually Jewish?" And I'd have to be like, "No."
Do you think like a trap
I'm
door
sorry.
opens and they just take you wherever?
And I always hope that
You
like,
end up on Squid Game. You just wake up, you're like, why am I in this suit?
You Jewish? Yes. Blackout. Wake up. Don't know where you are. People surrounding you are all squids. I haven't watched Squid Game. I assume that's
You're
what.
not able to do the sugar candy on the Sabbath.
Oh
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like I always hope that I'd be like, "No," and they'd be like, "Do you want to be?"
No.
That's
Oh, that would be
beautiful.
nice.
And I'd be like, "No, I'm good." But I thank you for including me.
The mystery there of like all the scenarios you had in your head is so fun. Like it could have been anything. Could have been like, you Jewish? Yeah. Okay. Want to make out?
Do you want to tenderly hold hands? Just
You Jewish? No, me neither.
You Jewish?
That would be. Wait, that's so funny. The idea of someone dressed up, full get up, just like, nah.
No, it's just a costume.
I was just curious.
I was just fucking around.
Yeah.
Imagine he's just like, hey, you Jewish?
I'm just like that.
I'm just quirky. No,
Yeah.
not Jewish, just quirky. My religion is quirky. I'm really quirky.
Oh my god.
Woo!
Ugh.
Yeah, I always lie. I always say I'm not Jewish, which
Yeah.
I feel like makes me.
Well, wait, genuinely, can I ask? So, in my experience, it's always been like they ask you if you're Jewish to pray with you because like they need like men for a minion. What do they ask? What do they need? What do they need women for?
I don't know.
Nothing. We're useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does anyone need women
Exactly.
for? Am I right?
I certainly don't.
I don't
you.
know.
Either of you.
I don't know what they. You know what? I clowned on you, Chris, for not knowing, and I'm sorry because I actually realized like I didn't know.
I still don't know either.
I know sometimes they give you a menorah, and sometimes I will actually.
What? A free menorah? Those are expensive.
I've got a free
Yeah.
menorah before.
Wait, what material?
It was like plastic. It wasn't
Oh,
a good
Yeah, it's like a
menorah.
shitty menorah.
I've got like a metal one.
Yeah.
It's heavy duty.
Whoa.
You can do some.
Do you
shit.
Brag,
light it for
brag, brag.
Hanukkah?
No.
Like if the power went out, would you light it?
I don't even know if I have candles.
You wouldn't think to get your lantern. You wouldn't think to go to a Wi-Fi cafe. Nope, lighting my menorah.
I don't see any candles around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
no,
not.
I have no
There's
candles. I
not
don't-
really-
I figured the menorah it would be the only thing.
Yeah. You'd think.
The menorah candles burn kind of fast though, so he would have to keep like lighting and relighting them. It would be a
Yeah,
whole
exactly.
to-do.
The story with the Maccabees, I think, is a falsehood because they go through so quickly.
I think it actually is a falsehood. I
Yeah.
think it's the Maccabees. The
It's an
reason.
MLM. I think we just lost a big portion of our Jewish fans. You good, kiddo?
It's an MLM. You're right.
Yeah.
They sign people up for menorah oil, and if you sign up 20 soldiers for
Very
menorah
tight knit
oil,
community.
you get a free latke, and
Yeah.
then you 99% of people lose latkes in the Maccabees. You know how 99% of people in an MLM lose money?
Oh, I didn't know that statistic.
Oh, it's true.
What are the Maccabees?
That's a good question.
Yeah, we didn't explain that.
Okay.
Judah Maccabee? Ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Is that
know,
like a
Judah-
family?
Oh, he just started stand up. You see him at the Pear.
He's got the best open mic in Queens.
Yeah. He runs
QED,
He
yeah.
runs a mic at QED.
Oh my God.
You know Judah Maccabee. I don't
Judah
love his.
Maccabee.
I don't love his
Judah
stuff.
Maccabee.
But Judah.
Judah Maccabee. I the Maccabee. We
I
the
don't love
Maccabee.
I don't love his stuff, but he books his shows, so you gotta be nice to him.
Oh yeah.
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 Pretty soon he's gonna book the industry room.
Oh. Good for him.
It was pretty funny explaining, just to pivot quickly, and then we'll get back to
Yeah.
who the Maccabees are, because Chris, I do want you to know.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny explaining to a non-comedian friend last night how bringer shows work.
Ah, yes. You explained it to Billy?
I explained it to Billy. Yeah, last night a couple of us went out with a good college friend of mine who came to watch the roast, and a bunch of us were talking about bringer shows, which for those who've listened to the podcast for a while are when you have to bring a certain number of people to a show so they can watch you do comedy, and they each have to pay like $40, and it's an interesting model, whatever, but and
It's interesting. It's fun. It's a
a-
little bit fun.
it's kind of a quirky way of doing things.
Yeah. Just it's kind of fun.
it's kind of fun.
It's kind of fun.
So explaining this to a non-comedian in front of a bunch of frustrated comedians was kind of a cool experience, because they get to see how much better their lives are than our lives.
What was Billy's response to learning all of this?
He said something very funny and toxic. He went, "Wow, I love the industry."
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He's a clever boy.
College educate.
Yeah, college educated.
Oh, yeah.
But back to Judah Maccabee. He
Judah
was
Maccabee.
a soldier. I don't know what the fuck he did, but the Maccabees, they fought Oh my god, we should start looking things up.
Is this like the
podcast.
origins of Hanukkah with the?
This is the origins of Hanukkah.
Yeah,
Yes.
with the lamp and it had a little bit of oil and it
Yeah.
lasted.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes,
You got it. You
but
got
the
it.
lamp story was made up. The real reason was because during the war that the Maccabees were fighting with the Syrians.
Okay.
I don't wanna say that
Okay.
if it's not-
Wikipedia official. So the Maccabees were a group of Jewish rebel warriors who took control of Judea, which at the time was part of the Seleucid Empire. They founded the Hasmonean dynasty, which ruled for a shit ton of time, and they reasserted the Jewish religion partly
Does
by
the
forced
Wikipedia
conversion.
say a shit ton of
Forced
time?
conversion expanded the boundaries of Judea by conquest and reduced the influence of Hellenism and Hellenistic Judaism. So they weren't that great.
Are you
Yeah,
saying
wasn't
they
a
were
great
colonializers?
They weren't that nice.
The Wikipedia lost a bit of credibility for me when they described them as Jewish rebel forces. That would be like describing like if we wrote a bio of our podcast as like Lukas and Gabby are two trailblazing podcasters. Like you lose credibility.
I see.
You know what I mean?
It's over-grandizing like what they did.
Yeah,
and
it's
shit.
propagandizing.
Are
I
you guys
see.
not trailblazing podcasters?
No.
I mean, I think we are.
Let's be honest. We're at the bottom of the barrel.
We did just like posit what the Maccabees were and like spoke about it like we knew about it and then very clearly did not know about it for a while. So the only thing we're trailblazing is the ability
Anti-Semitism.
the ability to not know what the fuck you're talking about. We're trailblazing the ability to have a platform and do the absolute least with it.
I know. Oh my goodness. Oh. So, changing the subject a little bit, I'd like to talk a little bit about a show that I have been getting more and more obsessed with, and I'm now halfway through season 4 of.
Fuck
Called
yes.
Selling Sunset.
Chris, have you watched?
No.
I've only seen Selling Tampa.
Oh yeah.
What is your review of Selling Tampa first? Let's talk. What are the personalities
It was
like?
very nice TV to leave on while I read fan fiction. I didn't
Yes.
actually watch very much of it. I was like, I need something to fill the quietness of my life, and I settled on Selling Tampa.
I'd love for Netflix to film you talking about this as an advertisement for it. It fills the emptiness of my life. I just put it on in the background while I eat meat. Just
Haven't been hugged in a week? Leave Netflix on in the background.
Selling Tampa is a great show for when you don't really want to watch a show.
But you want a show to be going on in your home.
You don't want to listen to your own thoughts.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
You want to like be I watch it in the sense that I want something that's going on in the background that catches my attention every once in a while.
That's a fair description. I would say I have a pretty similar relationship to Selling Sunset. One thing I wanted to ask you though is, of all the people in the office at the Oppenheim Group, who do you think you would get along with best?
Ooh. Okay. I'm going to have a controversial answer to this.
Okay.
I think for me it would be Christine. And here's why.
Okay.
I love crazy people.
Okay.
I like crazy people more than I like sane, regular people. And one issue that I'm having with the way all of these characters react to Christine, because Chris, if you don't know, Christine is this... If you're putting the Selling Sunset characters on sort of a spectrum, there's Chriselle, who's sort of meant to be the angel, and then there's Mary, who's sort of the Logan Roy, like everyone wants her attention. If you watch Succession, you'll know who Logan Roy. Okay, Logan Roy is like the media mogul who has 3 kids, and all his kids fight for his attention all the time.
Oh.
Mary's like the oldest in the office, and I kind of feel like Lukas,
Yeah.
she occupies that space of like,
I see exactly what you mean.
yeah, everyone wants to.
How would you describe Amanda? I would say it's just sort of like, sort of down on her luck, single mom, really sort of like underdog type.
I
What would you
really
say?
like Amanda.
I do too.
I mean, something about anyone who gets a good edit on a reality show, like I don't trust them, you know, because it's like recently on The Bachelor, there's this guy, Michael Allio, who was absolutely beloved on The Bachelor. He was like a single dad. He like just lost his wife to cancer. He was so sweet. He had the biggest little smile. He was like the most beloved person that the franchise can recently remember. And then it came out that he created a business where he was price gouging PPE during like the worst part of the pandemic.
Wait, I'm sorry. What's PPE? I don't
Oh,
know.
protected like masks and sanitizer and like all of
shit.
you know how like
So
there were
he's
those,
like Shkreli, Martin Shkreli.
yeah, he's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's
Wow.
so bad. So I don't trust anyone, but Amanda's probably the person I would actually get along well with, who I would have a genuine friendship with.
Yeah.
Christine, I would love to let her talk at me.
I have the exact same opinion. Of all the people in the office,
Right.
Christine is the one I want to be. I think I would get along with best. Who I would just enjoy and be so
I'll show you a
entertained
picture,
by.
Chris.
She's basically like Barbie Voldemort. That's the best way to describe her.
Ooh.
Is she the one who had the wedding?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
I don't, oh my god, I showed Chris Christine and Christian's wedding.
It's
on
so
YouTube.
crazy.
It's so nuts.
Yeah.
yeah.
And but the thing is, like, and then I showed Chris Trisha Paytas's wedding, which looked like a cheap knockoff of that. And then we started watching a lot of like Trisha Paytas's YouTube. And the thing is, like, after a while, Chris, I was like, Chris, can we change to something else? And Chris was like, no, there needs to be a reason why we've spent this long watching. There's got to be a payoff. We haven't found it.
We watched, like, we were fast forwarding through and stuff, but
Yeah.
we watched probably like a full hour of her content. And there wasn't one interesting thing in the entirety
There was
of
a
what we watched.
40-minute video of Trisha Paytas and her now husband Moses while they're sitting in their hotel
We're
room.
gonna say her now husband moaning. I was like, that's boring to you?
Yeah. No, but they're sitting in their hotel room eating and then just talking about their wedding and just shooting the shit
It's
for
like a
40
podcast.
minutes. Yeah, but
Ours is longer.
better than us. It was surreal.
It was so... There wasn't even like one funny anecdote from the
Not
entire
one.
wedding. There wasn't like, oh, he slipped and got a little bit of chocolate on his face. Or I
Yeah,
don't know what
nothing.
happens at weddings. It was just like, oh yeah, the food, we didn't really get to eat it. And he's like, yeah, but we're eating some food now, so it's really good. She was like, oh yeah, man, this dress was kind of hard to put on. And he's like, oh yeah, but you look really good in it. And she's like, I know, but like it was really hard to put on.
Don't you love that?
And it's just like, dude.
Well, then, no, you know what we did then is that Chris was like, can we just watch someone's wedding now? And you can just watch people's weddings
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh.
I tried to YouTube a random person's wedding. And then
Honestly, those videos are incredible to me. Well,
I never even thought to look that up.
actually,
before.
she did have one very interesting piece of content, and that was the Jewish
it?
song, the I Want to Fuck
Who?
Moses.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh, but she kept referring to Moses as like the biblical Moses as well. She was like, "I love you so much, Moses. You freed the people from Egypt." And it was like, who the fuck are you talking?
this guy didn't. Be crazy. She cheated on him with the biblical Moses.
I guess maybe. Kind of like that woman who fucked a ghost.
Oh yeah, my favorite
Yeah?
woman. Well, you
Woman
know,
of the year.
I do a joke about that in my stand-up, but something that I neglect to say, and it's probably a little cowardly of me, was that the woman in the article claims she had sex with 20 ghosts, but she's now engaged to a spirit, so she did settle down.
Who proposed?
I actually didn't read it. I just read the headline, but I want to read it and like update everyone next episode. Who do you think proposed?
I wanted to say the spirit. I'm hoping that like the spirit
patriarchal
just
of
threw
you.
a vase
Okay.
into the wall, and she's like, yes.
Here's what I genuinely want. Here's what I really want. If it was the ghost proposing to this lovely lady, I want her to show us the ring, and then I want someone to confiscate it and do like find out where it was bought from and see like where's the scheme going, you know?
You just see like a pile of money float into the store and fall
Yeah,
onto
yeah,
the
yeah,
counter,
yeah.
and then a ring just floats out.
Or they're like at the Olive Garden.
It's
Suddenly
Tupac
there's
but wearing a fake mustache.
The spirit is Tupac.
Yeah.
I was thinking they go to the Olive Garden, there's suddenly a ring around one of the breadsticks. And she's like, yes! Everyone's like, who are you kissing, ma'am? You can't just kiss the air.
And she's like, Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, that's what the article said. I did read it. It said she was marrying Tupac Shakur, who a lot of people still think is alive.
What do you think?
I think he's dead.
Controversial.
That's a crazy opinion. Do you guys remember a few years ago there was like a hologram version of Tupac?
Was there of Tupac? Oh
Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
was it?
yeah, Coachella.
Yeah.
Who did it? Was it Jay-Z or Kanye West or?
I remember there being a hologram of Prince.
Yeah, there was one of those too.
Yeah, that I think Justin Timberlake had on when he was on. Yeah, as well.
They like create these super realistic
And Prince was
holograms.
like, "Hey," one of his final wishes was like, "Hey, don't do a hologram of me."
Oh my god, yeah, they
Yeah.
did it. They went and did it anyway.
It's such a Justin Timberlake thing to do.
He sucks. He's one of my least favorite celebrities.
But the thing is, I think he's really good on SNL. He's
Yeah.
a really great host. Like he just blends in so easily. He's
He
really
does things
funny.
well, but he's smarmy. There's something about him I don't like.
What do you
I don't
think?
know. Sexy Back, amazing song.
It is a
It
good
is a
song.
great
That is
song.
such a good song.
Do you have a celebrity you arbitrarily hate?
Oh.
Oh, and then I'll come up with an answer first. Then I have another question.
Oh shit, man, you're putting me on the spot.
what we
I
do.
don't want to create dead air.
No. It's all right. So wait, but while you're thinking about it, Gabby, besides Justin Timberlake, is there anyone else who you just arbitrarily, you
Well, I've
hate?
spoken on the pod about my dislike for Chloe Grace Moretz before.
Oh yes. Okay.
But there was somebody else I thought of the other day who I would add to that list. I can't think of her right away. There is somebody I have face blindness to.
Whoa.
I can never identify Parker Posey. If you showed me a photo of Parker Posey, I would not know who that was.
I have a confession, which is that I remember when I was a kid. This is really bad, but like I remember when I was a kid that I realized that Elijah Wood's birthday is either a day before or a day after my mom's birthday. It's either the 28th or the 29th. And so to remember what my mom's birthday is, I have to look up Elijah Wood's birthday. So I know what it isn't.
Oh my god. To remember anything notable about your mom, you just have to think about things Elijah Wood did and think the
Yeah.
opposite of that. Well, I know she wasn't in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So
I know Elijah Wood doesn't have a trick knee, so
I'm
I
not
love
sure
the idea of
Elijah
the trick knee. It just like opens up, birds fly out. Like
pull
or it
a rabbit
spurts
out of
water
your
at
knee.
you,
and-
yeah.
yeah.
all right, back to the celebrity. Can I do is a newscaster a celebrity?
Yes.
I would say yeah, it counts.
All right,
sure.
then I'd have to go like Tucker Carlson or Laura Ingraham. I fucking hate those smarmy little pieces of
That's-
shit.
Well, that's like not even arbitrary. Like,
that's
of course.
like very earned disdain.
Yeah,
that's very earned.
I
yeah.
try not to like hate people especially like
very
celebrities
nice.
just because I don't know them.
Yeah.
Like I had this moment a year ago where I was like, I used to like hate Tom Brady when I was younger. When I was
Oh,
like
yeah.
12, I was like, I hope Tom Brady dies. And then as I'm older, I'm just like, dude, Tom Brady's like a good dad. He works hard at his job. Why the fuck would I hate this guy?
He's got a
'cause
lazy eye.
He overcame a lazy eye.
And if you have a lazy eye, get better.
If you have a lazy eye, why doesn't he get a job?
Like I don't
Does
like
it pay taxes?
I don't like Phillip
It's a leech.
Rivers. That's someone who I weirdly hate.
Wait, who? Sorry.
Phillip Rivers, he's a quarterback for the Chargers.
Oh,
I don't like hate him as much as I hated Tom Brady, but like he's just such a loser.
I figured out who the other celebrity was I don't like, by the way.
Who?
Cara Delevingne.
Oh, I think she's all right.
I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Something about her weird little, like, smarmy face makes me feel like it might be one of those lesbian inadequacy things of like, you fuck all the Hollywood women and you think that like that is a personality.
I mean, same for you.
I don't fuck all the hot Hollywood women. Dare I say I fuck none of the hot Hollywood women?
I mean, dare I bring it up?
What?
Your threesome with Ben Affleck and J-Lo.
Oh, Lukas, on the podcast, you're bringing this up.
On the podcast. I want all the smoke.
I mean, I don't love that that's why they got back together, but I am happy for them, I guess.
Yeah. You did some role play. You were like, hey, I'm from H&R Block, and J-Lo was like, I'm Jenny from the block.
Yeah, I was thinking more of like I played the paparazzi.
Ooh.
And they did role play of them like pushing me away until I was in a corner watching them have sex, and then I like slowly left the room, and that's how they got back together.
I thought it was weird you did it in A-Rod's bed. I felt bad for you.
Well,
you're a baseball fan, so you have to do it.
Yeah, of course. I always thought he was kind of a
That's
weird guy. I wanted to punish him.
Oh wow.
I've got a real answer for you for the
Yes.
celebrity. Jeff Dunham. I fucking hate
Okay.
that puppet bitch. Oh my god.
Puppet
him
bitch.
and his stupid fucking puppets. Every time I see him release a new Netflix special, I get so fucking bitter.
When was the last time he released one? It's
How
been a
often
while.
does he have
5
a
years
Netflix
ago?
special?
5 years ago?
4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
I'm still No, it's every time since I was like 7.
Yeah, it's
Every
been a
time I
while.
would
He's
turn
been around
on
a while.
Comedy Central, and I'd see an ad where it would be that dumb fucking Pepper, and so yeah.
Or the Ahmed, the dead terrorist.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's like Larry the Cable Guy, but he can't do real stand-up.
Yeah.
That's
I used to think Jeff Dunham was funny.
I used to as well.
When
I
I
haven't
was, like,
seen him
13.
since. I used to be a big fan of the Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
I think they're
I think they're really good.
like no, they're. I'm
never
not.
watched them growing up.
I'm not hating on Larry the or I'm maybe a little bit on, but like Ron White, Bill
He's super
Envol, and
soft.
Jeff Foxworthy
Yeah.
all kill it.
They're all so good.
Yeah.
All right, wait. I need to come up with one for myself. I don't know if I would still. I'm not like super big fan, but I remember growing up, I really hated Miley Cyrus.
What?
I really disliked her. I just thought she was so annoying. I didn't. Here's the thing. She looks like she looks like she wants you to smile a lot, and I'm
You're
like
saying she's catcalling you?
a little bit. I don't know,
Miley
I
Cyrus
just-
is always on the street like, smile, baby.
No, she's
You
just like,
Jewish? Hey, man, you Jewish?
You're like, yeah, and she's like, what do we do now?
I never thought anyone would say yes.
well, what do we do now? What's up?
That's a good Miley
Thanks.
Cyrus. It's almost like you do this or something.
Yeah.
She's always so good on Howard. She's like best
Yeah.
Howard interview out there.
Oh, I'm sure she. And by the way, now I don't really have, but I remember growing up because like I had a lot of friends be like, "Oh my god, I love Hannah Montana." I was like, "Fucking hate that show." I really, it really irked me. I watched one episode and I was like, I don't like it. It just, I really didn't like. Yeah,
You're talking to a Hannah Montana head over here.
we all have our flaws.
Yep.
That's my only flaw. So, you a Hannah Montana head?
No. But aren't you also a huge Twilight stan?
Chris, you know I'm a huge Twilight stan. But you're a huge Twilight stan too, deep in your heart. Maybe you don't know it right now. But everyone has a little bit of vampire and werewolf inside of them, just like Bella.
Chris was assigned a Twilight hater at birth.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, gender is fluid, but a signed Twilight hater is
Exactly.
static. Never fucking changes. I was a big Twilight fan. I used to like hate on Harry Potter and be like, Harry Potter is not as good as Twilight.
I was about to say, I feel like you were a big Harry Potter fan too.
I was never a big Harry Potter fan. I liked,
I was a big Harry Potter fan.
yeah.
Huge.
I liked some of it, but when I got to the 5th book, I was like, it's too long.
That is a long book.
Yeah.
That's a big one. That's a chunky one.
I actually
the
had a
chode
phase
of the series.
It's a chode. That's what J.K. Rowling called it.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm writing a chode.
And then she shoved it up her pussy.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Last time
It's the
she
one
got
good
laid.
move she's made.
It's the last time she got laid. Huge chode. Right in her hoo-ha. Did you ever hear that rumor that J.K. Rowling, you know, when it came out that she was like, women should have periods or whatever, like, came out that J.K. Rowling used to free bleed on her yacht and make the staff clean it up.
What?
What?
Yep.
Was that just to prove she was cis?
Look at me, bitch. I'm so cis. Spurt.
This is the metric we need to measure everyone by.
How much can you squirt on this yacht?
Squirt period blood.
I was upset with spurt period blood. Like it comes out like a knife wound in the neck.
Oh my god.
Like if you put a towel over it, it would just spit out the side.
That's how it works. Not very cis of you not to know. It actually shoots out like a fountain.
Yeah.
Like fondue. Fondue.
You dip cheese in it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up.
Well, you dip cheese in fondue?
Yeah, cheese on cheese. Yeah. I like to live. I like to live dangerously.
Ooh, now I'm craving fondue.
Yeah, I mean burrata is basically cheese wrapped in cheese.
Oh, burrata.
I mean, well, it's cream wrapped in mozzarella, basically. But yeah, it's like double on. Yeah, that's what I do with. I've never actually had cheese fondue. I've had chocolate fondue, never had cheese fondue.
Cheese
Never had
fondue is really good. Never
What,
had
sorry?
fondue?
Never had fondue.
Oh, you've
We
never
should
been
get
to
fondue.
Close.
you've never had like a chocolate fountain at a bar mitzvah?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's a chocolate fountain at a bar mitzvah. That's not fondue.
I mean,
Okay, no need to be French about it.
that's the Kirkland brand fondue. The bar mitzvah chocolate fountain.
It's inferior fondue because it's at a bat mitzvah.
It's the Manischewitz brand fondue.
Very anti-Semitic of you to say,
But also very Jewish of you.
but also very Jewish of you. It's almost like you're Jewish. Jewish?
That's what the Jews ask you on the street.
Yeah, you
Just be like, have you had fondue?
you Jewish? Yeah. Okay. Well, here's this fondue.
Yeah.
It's not where I thought this was going. That's what they ask you.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oof.
Woo.
Wait, Chris, I want to ask you. We brought this up last week, and I think it's a pretty interesting question. Who is your problematic crush? Someone you think is hot, but you hate them. It's a tough one.
Yeah, that is a tough one.
Someone you like. You
Oh,
really.
I feel like you gave a weird answer to this, like recently.
Oh, Rachel Maddow, but I don't hate Rachel Maddow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that you want to fuck Rachel Maddow to me is her. Do you not notice that her face is so square? She's like a Lego.
She's got a very rectangular. She's very rectangular.
Yeah, and this is no shade on Rachel Maddow. I love her work. That was earnest. I love her work. She's a great worker.
It was so diplomatic.
I love her. Well, even though we've said a lot of like cancelable things, I didn't want someone to hear me say Rachel Maddow has a square face and be like, well, Gabby really hates women now. I don't know why I thought that it would be.
I love Gabby started the podcast by saying asexual people, who cares?
Okay. Okay, I need
You
to
kind of did say that.
No. I need to clarify this thought. I meant I love asexual people. I love asexual people. Who cares if the Lukas making gestures at me.
I'm doing Trump hands.
Who cares if they're in the LGBT community or not? Who cares what anyone is in any community? I am the least racist person you've
We're
ever
gonna
met.
build a wall in the LGBT community. The A's will never get in. Here in the LGBT, we're
A
about
lot of
fucking.
asexual people, a lot of aces. You see them outside, you go, wow, they're not sexual. How'd they get in? I didn't invite them into the group.
Go on.
A lot of people.
Oh my. I think that what I am arguing here is that
In the alphabet mafia, they're the chauffeur.
I accept all people. I love all people. I think that it
It's
doesn't.
all sexualities matter kind of situation.
Yeah.
You guys are really putting me in a bind.
kind of like banning Muslim countries. Be like, it's not a Muslim ban.
You guys don't understand. There are people online who will fight tooth and nail all day and be like, asexuals are not in the gay community.
Oh, I've heard about it. Yeah.
But that's absurd, is what I'm saying. Like, that's ridiculous. Who spends all day thinking about a group you don't even belong to? Well, Lukas does.
Yeah.
Lukas.
Hardcore. Every day, you got to get my 5 a day.
Yeah. That's what I meant. So
Yeah.
if you were going to cancel me, asexuals, don't you cancel me. I love you.
Thoughts?
No.
Thoughts? No.
No, I
thanks.
figured out person who I don't like, who I would fuck.
Great.
Back to this. Yeah.
Jeremy Renner.
Oh.
Because, like, I'm not really into dudes that much, but he was the first person. It was either him or Mark Ruffalo. I was watching SNL around the time the Avengers came out, and I was like, oh, they're kind of cute. But Jeremy Renner said, like, a bunch of gnarly transphobic things on a radio
What
once.
did he say?
I don't know.
I've never heard about this.
It wasn't, like, a big scandal because it was in, like, 2016, so people are just finding out about trans people.
Trans people were just coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
They were just hatching from their eggs.
But he
That's how it
also
works.
he like put his wife and kid through a lot of shit too.
Oh
Like he's a
my.
shitty person, but he's like cute.
Wow.
I think he looks like if you smushed Mark Ruffalo's aspect ratio like really far down.
Just
Like if you really squeezed it in.
Plus, I feel like if we had sex, we could do so much Hawkeye stuff. Mark would be like, "Oh, shoot your arrow into my hole, right, buddy?"
buddy.
That's my favorite part. Chris has sex. She says, "Hey, buddy,
Hey, shoot.
put it in me, pal."
Hey, be a friend. Shoot right up my keister. Just
Do you remember that around the time of like the 2020 election, there was that young girl on TikTok, got a lot of hate kind of for no reason, but one thing she did was she was like, hey, like, don't vote for a third party, and then she went, okay, pal. Okay, buddy. I'll show you a photo of her, you'll remember, but I
Okay.
think about it a lot. I feel like anyway, that's how Chris has sex. Okay, champ. Okay, buddy. Okay, pal.
No, I'm pretty quiet during sex. I don't know. If I start
Yeah.
talking, I get.
Well, you're
this-
pretty quiet in general. You know what they say about you.
Is that what they say?
Yeah,
about
they-
me?
quiet
yeah.
ones you gotta watch.
They say she's really quiet. She kind of lays low. Yeah.
Sweet chariot.
Chris is gonna carry me home. Everyone's always saying that. I'm like, why are you gossiping to me in song?
I'm so lost. I'm so fucking lost. Oh, my God.
Woo! This is why we had you on.
Exactly.
Wanted to get as bizarre as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Episode.
And, like we had Aaron on. He was too serious.
Yeah.
That's another thing everyone said about him. Too cocky, way up on his high horse, and honestly too serious.
Yeah.
Like takes
Also
himself.
too married. Like people get married, but he's like really married.
I want him to make a wedding video. Oh wait, back to wedding videos. Was there a favorite regular wedding video that you watched?
we didn't watch
We
many.
couldn't find any like normal
We
ones.
watched one that was really boring, they were like, "Hey, we'd like to take some time for God, who's like made such a beautiful day for us to get married on," and it was, yeah.
So they did like a full-on prayer.
Yeah.
And then the entire ceremony was scripture. So they're
Yeah.
like, before we move on to our scripture, let's start with a little bit more scripture. It wasn't even about the people getting married. It was like just a circle jerk about God.
I went to a wedding
As
where
God intended.
it will. God always likes to circle jerk. I went to a wedding. It was a nice wedding, but at one point the priest said something kind of weird. He was like,
I'm gay.
you know, yeah, the priest.
He's like, is there any little kids around here? You're like, that's a little weird.
Yeah, it was crazy. The priest went up and like snatched the ring bearer and was like,
He was
"Guys, I
like,
just need 5 minutes in the back with him." We were all like,
What?
But they're getting married. No, that's not what happened.
I legit thought that was what happened. I was like, whoa.
No, but at one point he said, I'm now at the age where I'm marrying people whose parents I married." And I was like,
Whoa.
and I knew what he meant, but there was a part of me, my dumb brain, that was like, did you marry two siblings? Like, what?
You thought that someone's parents were siblings?
I don't know. I thought that two people got married and then they had two kids and then they married the two kids.
Oh my God.
That's what I thought.
Woo. Oh my god, this is Game of Thrones. Fuck.
One time I got advice from like a writer, and he was like,
Marry your sibling.
definitely marry your sibling.
Yeah.
He also told me, I told him I had a podcast, and he was like, well, don't say anything too controversial on your podcast.
You've said a lot today. You've covered a lot of ground.
I just want to clarify, I love asexuals. Like, I really, really do.
Yeah, and J.K. Rowling loves trans people. Yeah.
Do you feel so loved by J.K. Rowling?
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're at. Don't you feel so loved by J.K. Rowling?
Oh, yeah.
Convincing.
Big
Yeah,
time.
really convincing, yeah.
It's not about, like, her views on trans people, but she just sends me money from time to time, which...
Yeah.
I feel loved.
That's nice. It's
That
gotta
is
help.
nice.
Yeah, good for her.
Even if she sent you like a crock pot or something, that would also be
It's
good.
$69 every time, which I don't know what to make.
So many crock pots.
An air fryer to get the queen before she dies.
I really want. Wait, that would be a great idea for like a sketch, just like Chris just being like, yeah. To help her PR, she just keeps sending me crock pots, and I tell her, please stop. I have too many crock.
She won't even send another kitchen appliance. It's just
No.
a crock pot. I don't know why.
Every time I tweeted her, I'm like, please stop. She's like, you don't exist. I can't hear you.
You don't exist, but I love and validate you.
Oh my god.
Where are we at?
Should we get into listener submissions?
Yeah, let's do it. Let me pull these
Let's
out.
hit it.
Chris, are you ready to give some advice?
Yeah.
I am. I'm not qualified, but
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. You have a doctorate.
I'm rewatching Burn Notice. I don't know if that...
Did you take
Burn
like
Notice?
Did you take like a bunch of screenshots or what'd you do?
Yeah, minimize.
Yeah.
And then here.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at you. Made a folder.
I'm so organized.
Oh my. This is a all right, this is a big chunk of a one. All right, so
You're
strap
gonna
in.
get lost in this.
You're gonna get lost. They are. I have so much love for our submitters, but you guys are not succinct.
Brevity is not your strong suit.
No. Okay, so all the names I'm using are going to be pseudonyms. Also, gonna just give my whole story involving all the characters that are of importance in my life at the moment. Oh my god. There's so much prelude.
This is the story of a girl who cried a river, drowned the whole world.
Oh yeah, oh my god, there's so many disclaimers at the beginning. Also, I might sound pretty baller with the amount of women I talk to, but I can assure you that I am not.
Oh, boo.
This is
Just, oh, God. I also love he's like, yeah, I'm going to include everyone in my life. And I just really
Oh
want there
my
to be a
God.
paragraph about his sister in California just doing her own. It's like an anime side plot.
oh my god.
She's not relevant to the story, but I really like that she's pursuing her doctorate. So
All right,
good
all
for
right.
her.
All right, let's all right, here we go. So I started school about 3 months ago with a mask and a jug of hand sanitizer. I'm also starting 8th grade, if that has any impact.
Whew.
The week I started school, I got a crush on this girl in my agriculture class. Let's call her Rita. Rita is a very shy, pretty girl. I was interested in her, so I started flirting. I would compliment something I liked about her outfit every day. Eventually, I asked her for her number, and we started texting each other. It's going good so far. All right. As I got to know her, my crush on her faded. We are still friends, and I still give her compliments, though. I have also become friends with a girl in my art class. Let's call her Deb. Deb and I have been drawn.
A 14-year-old named Deb.
Art class Deb.
You know how it is, Deb, Joni, and Barb all in your grade art class.
Oh, you know Deb's mom, Gertrude?
and Gertrude's sister, Ethel.
I think Beatrice is the real hot girl in this class.
Oh, yeah. I actually knew a couple of Beatrices.
Really?
Yeah, growing up, yeah, I knew a couple. They went by Betty.
I would
One
hope-
did. One actually went by Beatrice, and she was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Were they a couple or you knew a couple?
No, Betty was...
Two women dating named Beatrice.
Yeah.
They had so much in common. They had the same name.
They're like, once you have that name, it kind of shapes your whole life. So
Yeah.
we had a lot in common.
They're going to adopt a daughter and name that girl Beatrice as well.
Yeah,
Just-
it's gonna be a family of Beatrices. It will Beatrices.
I remember I saw a cover story on a magazine of couple with the same birthday have child on their birthday.
God.
That grossed me the fuck out. I was like 10. I was like, no.
Was the grammar like? Oh no, that made sense. Couple with the same birthday.
Yeah.
Have child.
Yeah, so a couple, they had a kid. Each parent had the same birthday, and then on their collective birthday, they had a kid who now shares their birthday.
At least you get it all done in one day.
Yeah. But still, I wouldn't like that. I want to spread out.
You'd compare
I have-
presents, which
I
would
have
be
a cousin.
interesting.
I have a cousin whose birthday is the day after Christmas, and I always felt bad for her. I was like, you only get presents at like basically one time of the year.
I mean, life is about material goods. so
Exactly.
I think that's fucked up.
I
They
believe
should
it
change their
personally.
birthdays.
Yes, I agree. Anyway, so Deb. Let's call her Deb. Deb and I have been drawing pictures of each other and passing them back and forth along with little notes to go with them. Questions, compliments, jokes, etc. I do not have a crush on Deb, but from a bystander's POV, it might look that way. I don't like how much analysis you're giving
You're
to
a baller,
yourself.
dude. You're a baller.
Okay.
Baller.
Also, did they say whether this is a woman or a boy or a girl?
They did not.
Yeah, they didn't specify.
This individual, they did?
They didn't specify.
Oh, they didn't.
I'm
Okay.
kind of assuming it's a girl.
I assumed it was maybe a guy, but now I'm not sure.
I really have no idea.
We'll say a they.
Yeah, we'll say they. So, it might look that way. The only reason I mention Rita and Deb is because there is a girl that I think is trying to sabotage my relationships with them. Lila is a girl that I sort of became friends with, but didn't really want to be friends with.
Whoa. I mean, she's a modern name, so.
She is very pushy and clingy, and I think she might like me. Lila is now talking to Rita, and I have noticed that Rita hasn't been talking to me as much since. Lila sort of got snippy at Deb when Deb was giving me her drawing. By the way, Lila has moved her seat next to mine in art class, and she knows where I live and sometimes shows up to my house unannounced. Whoa. Okay, moving on. Despite Lila passing on her territory, Deb hasn't been more distant like Rita. Now for the final girl, Hannah. Hannah is amazing. I don't think...
No problem with this one.
We're like 5/7 of the way through. This goes on.
So what's Hannah's deal?
Hannah is amazing. I don't think I have ever liked someone this much before. She is beautiful, sweet, well pronounced. What?
Her name's a palindrome. So. Hannah.
Do I need to spell out well pronounced to you?
Oh, does he mean titties?
Yeah, he means titties.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Well pronounced.
I've been heard
Oh, that's so... I hate that.
I like
Yeah.
a well-pronounced woman myself.
Oh,
It was making Lucas
that
sick.
makes me so
He
sick.
just
That's...
projectile vomited.
This is definitely a
How
dude
would you
now.
how would you react if someone talked about that to you? Like, let's say you were dating someone new and they described you as a well-pronounced woman.
I'd
or-
love it.
Really?
No complaints.
I don't think you can be well pronounced once you hit womanhood. I think only like a growing girl can be well pronounced.
A growing. For some reason, the phrase "growing girl" is worse to me than "well pronounced."
It's so... Both of them are so
When you're a
nasty.
growing little girl in her prime,
She's
not only then
well-pronounced.
can you be well pronounced.
She's a well-pronounced young lady. It's just so nasty. Oh, my God.
Well pronounced women.
Yeah, okay, so well-pronounced. The list goes on. I asked Hannah out to go see a play with me.
Oh, good.
But she said that her parents don't let her date. I was pretty embarrassed about asking her out, but somehow Hannah made me feel so much better. We are still friends. In fact, we are better friends after the fact, I think. I got her a book that she couldn't find a copy of, and I wrote a note to her telling her how happy she makes me. It wasn't a romantic letter or anything. It was just to let her know how much I valued our friendship. I even have a plan to do a sort of secret Santa thing for her. I got her favorite candy, Skittles Wild Berry, a necklace that has a gemstone that is her favorite color, sorta a light yellow, earrings that are her favorite flower, sunflower, and a book of poems. I still have to find and get that boom though. What?
The book.
Oh, the book. Okay.
Yeah.
I still have to find
That boom though.
That's what it's.
Okay, that's not a friendship gift. A book
Yeah,
of poetry, that's a romantic gift.
That's you're trying to smooch. That's yeah.
You say that, but there are people who love poetry,
also,
Asexuals
who I love.
who are still romantic. That's a thing that happens. You're
Yes.
still romantic, but you're not sexual. That's a thing.
Asexuals can be romantic.
That is a thing.
But what people argue about is if they can be gay, and that's the thing I don't care about. Not asexuality. I love asexuals, and I care about them. Just reiterating, because this is gonna be clipped, and I'm gonna be canceled. So I'm just reiterating.
Oh my
I
god!
love asexuals. You will-
Stop saying it. You sound so much worse.
You're saying leave the asexuals alone. They don't want your love, okay? They've been very clear that they're trying to avoid love, and you're just...
They want love,
You
Chris.
won't
They can be romantic.
But the love you're giving them isn't romantic, and it's becoming very clear, Gabby.
What are you saying? I want to fuck them? Because that's what I don't want, and what they don't want.
Oh my god.
Also-
Okay, can we stop joking the fuck around and
Yeah,
take this
no
seriously?
games.
Wait, can I
No
do
games.
one last joke?
Say one you're...
Trash candy preference. Wild berry Skittles. Nah, that's not a good...
Well, I think it's her favorite. That's
I
the
know,
thing.
you
Are you
should...
saying she's a piece of shit?
He shouldn't be interested in
Bad
her if
taste.
that's her favorite.
Yeah.
Can't choose who you love.
Okay. Okay, book of poems. I still have to find and get the book though. I think I might also write a poem for her because she said that I should be a writer one day. Remember Lila? It's actually just say Lila, dude.
Wait, Lila's coming back into this?
Lila's coming back. There's a cinematic universe going on. Remember Lila? Well,
Yes.
she came up to Hannah and I. While, by the way, it's Hannah and me. It's not Hannah and I. It's only I if you're going to use a verb. You're the object in this sentence, not the subject. Anyway,
Lucas, this person is a child.
learn while you're young.
Okay.
Well, she came up to Hannah and me while we were talking during lunch and started insulting Hannah's friend. I apologized to Hannah and her friend about Lila, but this is just one more example of Lila fucking with my relationships with people. I am accepting any and all advice. Also love the show. Keep rocking.
It sounds like you really...
This is worse than the roast battle before you guys
Yep.
last night.
This is... One, this dude is a fuckboy in the making.
No.
Oh, yeah. No,
I
I'm
don't
sorry. I
know.
agree completely.
I don't...
Perfect
Oh.
analysis. No. Soft boy. That's what this is. This
Soft
is a soft boy in
yes.
the making.
This is... And that's not a bad thing to be. This is
It's
somebody...
not a good thing to be.
No, because it's one of those situations where what he's doing isn't having the... Isn't like...
And I'm sorry, but it does sound like a he.
Yeah.
This
but
sounds like a he.
what he's doing, it's like... He may believe that like he's doing the right thing and he's doing it for the reasons that he thinks he is, but he doesn't fucking realize that he's just doing it because he wants to like hook up with all these women.
But he said explicitly he doesn't want to hook up with Deb. For a while, he liked, what was it, Rita, but she didn't really like him back.
Yeah, he fell out of the crush.
Yeah. He fell... Oh, right. He fell out of the crush, which is normal.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah.
So the timeline is Deb is his friend. So Deb is sort of a non-starter because it seems like Deb's like a good friend. Good for Deb. There's Rita, who he fell out of the crush with, and who Lila, I guess, sort of got to with her.
And Lila is just a little snake in the grass who's like trying to push away the competition.
I want to hear Lila's story.
Lila's side of the story. What if she's like, I'm gay. I have no interest. Like,
This dude keeps stealing all the women I'm interested in. She's like, I glom onto him so he'll fucking quit talking to all these
yeah,
Yeah, maybe Lila's gay.
well-pronounced 8th grade girls.
Oh, I forgot about that phrase.
Growing girls.
Oh,
That's the other reason.
well developing.
Well pronounced. It is weird to, sir, if you're hearing this, or they, calling someone well pronounced.
It's very weird.
Don't do it. Don't
just
do
say,
it.
I think this girl's beautiful. I think she's hot. I'm really attracted to her. Whatever. Those are all fine, but just it's a weird phrase.
Yeah.
My friend. No.
Since I'm only 3 years into hormone treatment, could I be described as well-pronounced?
I think
Absolutely.
so. You're very well well pronounced.
You're very well up. You're the most well pronounced.
Yeah, you got good tits.
Certainly better than I.
Better than Lukas.
Oh,
yeah.
Despite my efforts.
And then
Yeah.
okay, there's Lila, and then there's
Hannah. Hannah is the last one to be introduced. They are interested in.
So Hannah's the one who this person, our protagonist, our unreliable narrator, wants.
Well, okay. Genuinely, if I really want to try to give serious advice to this person, if you think Lila is overstepping or irritating you, be honest with Lila and say, hey, this kind of bothers me what you're doing. I'd prefer if you stop. Or what actions she's done, be like, hey, this is really not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
I feel like Lila has a secret backstory. I don't know.
I think so as well. Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, I had people like growing up like Lila. Generally, there was something else going on.
Yes.
In the sense that, like, there's a reason they're clinging. There's a reason that they show up to, like, hang out without calling first. It's just, there's something going on.
Yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head with that.
I'd also tell him to tone it down a little bit with the gift. That's a real intense gift.
It is, yeah.
Like, has Sylvie gotten you a gift that's that nice?
Well, it's not just one. It's multiple things. It's a book of poetry, necklace, candy. What else? Well, like there was a lot of shit going on. Yeah, there was the candy. There's a necklace. That's of her favorite flower,
earrings,
sunflower.
Yeah.
Was there earrings as well?
Yeah, the earrings that are the sunflower.
Well, then again, they're young. This is what like the first time you feel, a crush and you're able to express it and just it explodes out of you. So in a way that actually is kind of sweet.
I don't know. It took me till I was like 21 to get someone a good gift. So
I mean, yeah, but this is also someone who's like very young, who's like new to romance. I think it's actually kind of sweet that they're going overboard. I find that actually kind of
We're
cute.
not shitting on you, friend of the pod, listener.
Yeah.
But I hope all goes well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be honest with everyone you're dealing with as much as you can.
And change your berry flavor. Or what is it? The wild berry?
Yeah, get original. That's the only Skittles to eat. That or sour Skittles.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
All right.
Skittles. Okay.
Here is number 2. This, I think, is a great question.
This is a great question. Hello, you two lovely meerkats. I was wondering if you had any advice on how to build confidence. I'm a very unconfident 25-year-old gremlin. The reason for this is in middle school and high school, I was the one who was oinked at, called names, made fun of for my weight and what I wore, and even my art. This has followed me into adulthood and given me major body dysmorphia, and I can never get my art out there due to always putting myself down. I thought I was my biggest at 130, which I am totally not that anymore. But my husband now has to deal with breakdowns due to this, and I so badly want to wind back the confidence that was stolen from me in both my body and my art. Do you have any advice on how to get this back and help me feel like the goddess my husband tells me I am?
Aww.
P.S. I love you guys so much. You are hilarious and my daily dose of serotonin.
Oh, wow. Okay, first off, shout out to the husband for being just
And
a
shout
great
out to you
cheerleader.
for writing in.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Not you.
What?
Lucas!
Wait, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the writer.
You said thank you very much. like I was like, shout out to you for writing in, and then at the exact same time you said thank you very much, so it was confusing.
Yeah.
I'm not confused. I'm saying
it
thank you
was
to
like I was thanking you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. No, thank you.
It
No,
made
thank
it
you.
seemed like you just gave the game away about the fact that you write all of that.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no
no.
one writes in.
No one. We all make them up. I can never write as much
Who would've
grammar
written-
errors as the first person though. This is interesting. So, Chris, do you have any ideas of advice for this person?
I mean, if you want to go practical, I'd say start exercising, but don't focus it on in terms of like losing weight. Just focus on feeling healthier and feeling better about yourself.
Yes.
And then art, you just release your art. I know, like, that's what Instagram's for. And I'm sure if you start releasing art, you'll probably get some kind of reaction, and you'll put those two things in tandem will like your confidence will grow exponentially.
Yeah.
And then I would also say go to therapy. because
Absolutely.
just go to therapy. If you've had difficulties through your entire life, like, go to therapy, because that you can fucking sort that shit out. So you do all those 3 things together, she'll be good.
Yes. And on top of that, this is probably just like a subset of like go to therapy, but try to practice self-love. Try to identify things that you love about yourself, things that you admire about yourself and you want to celebrate, and just try to grow that list every day and make it a mandatory thing that you have to express that self-love to yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah, what about you?
I think the people who make fun of people in high school and middle school are pieces of shit who actually don't know anything. And 10 years from now, those same people honestly probably don't even remember what they said, because
Oh, yeah.
when you're a child and your prefrontal cortex has not developed, you don't even know what the fuck you're saying half the time.
Yeah.
So you got to forgive yourself, and you got to forgive those people, I think.
That's a big one. That's
Yeah.
really good advice.
It's not for them, but like for you.
Yeah.
It's also like people say shit when you're like putting basically a box for 8 hours with people.
Or at least like try to put like all of those voices in your head and then put it in a box and realize, oh, those were children who were just being mean.
And you also never have to see or think about them again. And you can make art about how much you hated them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're probably also doing better in life than they are.
Well, that might not be true.
Yeah, that's
No.
they always said that when you were younger. I don't know if that's true.
I don't think it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of bullies are like investment bankers now, so I don't think that's true.
I feel like being a bully is kind of like growing up rich, where you just have all that extra self-confidence and self-esteem, and you don't have to spend time trying to put yourself back together. So you just kind of have it's a lot easier for you to take action.
Yeah.
So it's a privilege to not be bullied, in the sense. So
I guess, yeah.
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 So what I'm saying is, I feel like they're kind of gonna start. They have a leg up.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
not good with words.
Yeah.
No, you're great.
You're just on
You
a
do word
podcast.
good.
You do the word.
You do word good. All right, we got another one up here. So, hey y'all, I was wondering if y'all had any input on buying an electric massager for someone without the implication that I'm buying them a vibrator. My sister and one of my friends complain about shoulder and back pain, and it seemed like a good idea for a gift until I started typing to shop for until I started trying to shop for one. I can't afford a massage gun, and I don't know if it's just me, but even those feel suggestive. I have one. It's great.
I have one too.
Yeah.
It's also just you, because you can't put a massage gun on your coochie.
Yeah, that'll
No.
fuck up.
It
your
would
coochie.
That's
fall off.
not okay.
Yeah. No one's going to see that and be like, oh my God, a vibrator? Brrr. It would jackhammer your coochie off.
I cannot express how terrified I would be to put that on my dick. That would be so scary.
Yeah. We'll try it
I
after.
don't know if there's
We'll
like
try
a dildo attachment.
That would be
Is that a
kind of-
dildo attachment, or are you just happy to see me?
No, I was gonna say she should definitely get a Theragun.
Yeah, it's great.
but
Yeah,
Theragun is
Theragun's
that's
great.
like $400, so I kind of get
True.
a point.
You can get cheaper ones. I got a cheaper one.
I mean, what's
can get the
wrong
knockoffs.
with buying your friend a vibrator? Like, her shoulders still hurt, but like she'll be coming.
Your shoulders won't hurt when you
Just
come.
be like, yeah, your shoulders and back are fucked, but you're gonna come.
Yeah. You're going to come hard.
Yeah. All right. I considered getting them a gift card for a 20-minute massage or something, but ended up getting them both one of those rolling massage balls. I was wondering if there's a way to buy an electric massager without making it awkward as hell. Thanks, Ella. Also, I don't know if it matters, but since this is kind of sexual, I'm not a minor.
Fuck! Just kidding.
Gabby's like, I was hoping she was well pronounced.
I like him that way.
All right. Hello,
Oh my-
Major. Listen, I
think, first, a massage gun is a great gift. Great gift.
yes, although I will say something ancillary to this. I get a lot of shoulder pain. It's one of like the worst pains I have. Probably I deal with it every day. My sister has a somatic certification and told me you're actually not supposed to use a Theragun. Like, it feels amazing. I have one, but
Yeah.
like it's kind of like it can like tense your muscles unnecessarily
Oh.
after you use it. I use CBD balm. It's great.
Ooh.
I use Tiger Balm. Less good, but like feels great. And also acupuncture is really good.
Yeah.
I've never gone to get acupuncture.
But we should go together.
I would love that.
My dad's got shitty back. He gets massages like once a week.
Yeah, the medical massage is nice.
I still have never gotten a professional massage.
Oh fuck.
Oh, yeah,
Me
we were
and Lee
gonna
supposed to
go.
buy that
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Like we had agreed on it and everything.
This was 8 months ago.
I know.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
supposed to come to the massage. Never happened.
Oh well.
Oh,
But
well.
those are great. Those are all great advice. Like a coupon for like acupuncture or professional massage, or just like a spa day. Getting someone a spa day, that's a great
Ooh,
gift.
That is a great gift.
Great
yeah.
gift. Yeah, I think you're worried a little bit too much, but these are also other examples that I think
Another one, zero gravity chair.
What is that?
It's like a recliner chair where you recline, and when it gets in position, you're like at perfect equilibrium, so you avoid a lot of pressure on your back. My dad has one.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna
He
look that
says
up.
it's like that's about as good as you can get when it comes to back injuries.
Huh.
Okay.
Well,
So now we have two little short ones.
yeah,
that,
rapid fire questions.
Rapid fire.
This isn't a question, it's more of a statement.
Yeah.
Did you know that meerkats have 2 buttholes? More fun for the couples. ...
So you could do
That's it.
a DP, but just anal.
You can do a DP just to. That's not even where my mind went. I was like, oh yeah, you could get fucked in the ass while shitting.
Oh my god! You could get a tattoo of a little mouth and make your buttholes like eyes. That's where my mind went.
Imagine it's one butthole throwing up into the other butthole.
Like a fountain.
It's just a loop.
Like, if you give yourself an enema in one of those buttholes, would it come out the other, or is it like...
You know,
It's like a neti pot. It just goes through the other nostril.
Like, is there a fork at the intestines, or is it a fork at the butthole?
That's a great question.
well, you know when you hit a fork in the road.
Do they have vaginas, too?
Probably
The
they're
submission
mammals.
doesn't say.
I just found out that
Kangaroos have 2 vaginas. No, they have 3. 2 up, 1 across at the top.
I always thought all animals...
How do you know?
The hard way.
I always thought all animals just didn't have vaginas. I thought they just had, like, a multi-purpose butthole.
Some of them do actually, yeah. Some of them excrete and then
It's got a
have
nail
sex in the
clipper.
same-
It's got a corkscrew.
Real Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Jinx! It's a Swiss Army knife. There's one more question that relates to this, actually. When was the last time you peed, and how yellow was it?
I mean,
a very good-
today...
How yellow was it?
Like, yellow. I need to go to the doctor, if I'm being honest. My pee's
How much
been
water
off.
do you drink?
Not a lot.
Ah, well, there
You
you
should
go.
drink more.
But I think, like, even if I drank 3 gallons of water, it would still come out yellow.
I'd say do an experiment where you you set reminders for yourself to drink a glass of water like maybe every 2 hours, and see if that does any difference.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I would. The last time I peed this morning, I didn't really check. I think it was like sort of halfway between yellow and clear.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Last time I peed was in your bathroom just now.
Oh,
Those on TikTok may know this as Lucas's
the bathroom.
mirror,
Oh yeah.
and I peed on it. The mirror. So next time you do a video, it's gonna be a little shiny.
Meerkats could shit on both mirrors at the same time.
Well, on that note, Chris, we have a question to ask you, because did you know that we did not do Self-Perception Corner with Chris?
We didn't.
Chris
that came after.
was one of our earliest guests before we started doing Self-Perception Corner. So, Chris, we would like to ask you, how do you think you are perceived by other people?
Oh, fuck. That's not a good question for me.
Yeah, we'll skip it. No,
Okay.
you have to do it.
No, not like that.
Oh, no,
It
I
just
was
in the-
fucking with you. We're not going to skip it.
No.
Okay, yeah. No. I don't know. I think I have very bad self-perception. Like, I generally think that everything that I think about myself is wrong. and I know it because I'll say stuff to Lukas, and Lukas is like, that's not how I see it at all. Like, I'll be like, I think I'm angry a lot, and Lukas will be like, yeah, I've literally not seen you angry once. And I'm just like Lee does the same things. I think it comes from like a lot of anxiety. So like anxiety kind of destroys self-perception because it's not based in anything real, especially when it's like social anxiety.
Fear is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Ooh. I never heard that before, and it took
pretty
me a
good,
second.
right?
Yeah.
if I were to say, like, I think
Ladies, he's single.
Yeah.
like
it's true.
in other people, like my perception of how other people perceive me, it would be that like I have to be careful with what I say because I'm not that far away from people being like, all right, that's enough.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And in reality, I'm a lot more enjoyable to be around when I'm not thinking like that, because that's like an insane way to meter everything you're saying. Because like it's one thing to be like, all right, well maybe I should avoid talking about how if I had 2 buttholes I would get fucked in the ass while shitting. And it's another thing to be like, I don't know, I feel like if I say 10 sentences instead of 5, people are gonna be like, all right, buddy boy, get the fuck out of here. You're like, what was that? You like popcorn? Fuck you, Chris! You popcorn cunt!
We have a title. No, that's not going to be the title.
Please make it the title.
Popcorn
Now I-
cunt with Chris Shurr.
Oh, that's got to be it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I remember when I first saw you, and I just thought she is so talented and she is so cool, almost in like a James Dean sort of way, where I was like afraid to approach you. That's like just what that's like sort of like a bit of a pedestal that I put you on when I first met you, and then yeah, I'm just like I just adore. It's just so great to spend time with you. It's just so great to spend time with you. It's just like you have also one of the most infectious laughs in the world.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I appreciate it.
I laugh so hard when I'm around you.
Oh yeah.
I laugh like harder around you than with like most people. The first time I met you was at what was it? That mic at it used to be the Lantern, now it's the Bronx River Comedy Club.
Sassy Ladies?
Yes, that one. I met you at Sassy Ladies, and I could not understand your deal at all. You were telling an anecdote about a dog you saw on the subway, and that like to like a couple people around, and then you went up on stage and proceeded to tell that exact same anecdote. And that's when I was like, this person is like gutsy, because there's something about like using the material you would use on stage in your real life that's like, this person is exactly who she presents herself as, you know? And then I got to know you, and I was like, well, that's not true. Just kidding. I was like I think you were like one of my first friends in comedy, honestly.
You too.
Yeah.
It was like you, Rachel Kane, Nessa, Alex Stagliano.
Yeah. I was very taken aback by like, I don't know, you're like so open. You were
one of my first friends in comedy as well. Yeah.
You'll just say anything. Like, you have no filter. And I love that. I don't want people around me to have a filter, because then there's all these subtexts.
Well, she doesn't say anything. She doesn't say that she loves asexual people, right? I just I love them. I love them. I do love them.
You know, can I be honest? The fact that you aren't saying anything about it makes me think you guys actually don't love them as much as I do. So, honestly, that's kind of like, ooh, not ooh, you know. But I also think you're very smart.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you don't get that a lot, because no comic ever like gets told they're smart.
No, I feel like people will be like, oh man, that's some real smart comedy. Like, that's the compliment. It's not that you're intelligent, it's that your comedy is intelligent.
Right.
And I feel like my comedy isn't necessarily that intelligent. Like, the dick jokes stand out a little harder than the nuanced explanations of like growing up with an alcoholic mom.
Mm-hmm.
I like those. I like all of them. And I also like your clean material a lot. Like that joke you had about the
thing is, when a
rocket
joke doesn't
explosion.
land, it still lands.
Yes, it's true, because it's you, like, telling it.
Yeah.
Because you're having so much fun. Like, you enjoy... A lot of comics go up, they're like, oh, whatever, fucking, we've all done this before, like, kill me. It's like, well, why are you even here if you don't like it? and you love it, and you're so joyful, and it's so much fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
What do you think of us?
What do I?
I guess that's a new thing to the segment, but narcissistically, I want to know.
Gabby, you are probably one of the nicest and friendliest people I've ever met in my life, and like
True.
in terms of like friendly, like very easy to be around. Like when I started doing comedy, I started transitioning at the exact same time, and I was happy because I was doing comedy, but in a different way, I was like very fucking miserable. Because one, I was going to the worst spots. I was going to like terrible open mics where 5 comedians per mic would just be like, so trans people, kill them, right?
Yeah.
Dumb fuck cunts. Yeah. Maybe not that extreme. But like I just couldn't find my people.
So you've seen my act.
That's literally his act, start to finish.
Yeah.
He just says that, and then he leaves the stage.
Yeah. That's how you get to the top, baby.
But then I met you. You always just made me comfortable, and you made me happy, and you booked me on my first show ever, and that meant like so much to me.
Aw.
And then Lukas, I always just respected the living shit out of you.
Oh.
I thought that like I didn't really like get to know you. Like I got to know your comedy more before I got to know you, I feel like.
Okay.
And I just always thought you were a really good comedian and you worked hard. And then you started killing it on TikTok, and I was so fucking proud of you. I was just
wow.
like, God damn, Lukas, get out there and fucking make it. Because out of everyone I know, and I know this is like being like, oh, well, of course, like someone who has a giant following, they're going to be the one to make it. But it was just more in terms of like your work ethic and your ability to put yourself out there. I always deeply respected.
Oh, wow.
And also, you're just one of the nicest people.
Bless you.
You're one of the nicest people I know without being annoying about it. Like you can make a joke, like you can be like killer when you need to, but at the same time, just like no one really has a problem with you.
You don't
That's
donate
wonderful.
to charity in like an annoying way.
I just don't donate to
Yeah.
charity.
You don't help grandmas cross the street in an annoying way. You do it in a cool way.
Nah,
When I
fuck
help
them.
grandmas
No.
cross this, Lukas fucks grandmas.
I do.
That's a great note to end on.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone's and it's not the
Thankless
grandpas.
endeavor.
Tell you that.
Chris, do you have anything you would like to plug?
Yes. On February 2nd, me and Dan Frank are running a show called Dan and Chris Keeping It Dark at Grove 34.
That'll be really fun.
Very exciting.
At like 6 or 7 p.m.
Awesome.
If you follow me on Instagram, Chris_Shurr, then I'll post about it.
Cool.
Dope as hell. Shout out to Dan Frank, whose name we will not bleep.
No.
That's
No, we'll make this the Dan Frank show and just put his face on everything. Yeah.
yeah. We'll Photoshop his face.
The Dan
onto
Frank
all of
episode
us.
featuring Chris Shurr.
That would be so weird. We did that.
Me and Dan were on a podcast together on Monday.
Uh-huh.
We do really well on a podcast together. So if you want to have
Well, you're both very funny
You're
people.
both very funny,
I
yeah.
love, yeah.
I'd have you and Dan on. That sounds like a fun episode.
That sounds
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Yeah, maybe Valentine's Day episode.
we'd be squeezed
Ooh.
into this chair.
Yeah, you got to get a little
So
bit close.
romantic,
You got to
you two.
snuggle up.
Close and personal.
I open the window and make it cold, so you got to snuggle up under the blanket.
Lukas has a tactic.
but now it's too hot. We got to take off our clothes.
We will do an after dark episode sometime.
Ooh, that's a good
If you've ever wanted to see me and Lukas fuck,
Weirdly enough, never wanted to see
never
that.
occurred to you? Never occurred to you?
Like usually, most people I'm just
Most
like, I
people
would
you want
watch
to see
them,
fuck.
but like you guys, I'm just like, nah.
You would watch
you're-
most people fuck.
Yeah, I would watch most people fuck.
Well, let's name some people.
Like I'd love to see Donald and Melania Trump fuck. It would be so weird. I'm not watching it for like a hotness
Oh,
standpoint.
like a nature documentary. Just like what happens.
Oh, I'm curious about that too.
That would be-
actually.
yeah, I
but
get
then
that
I'm
angle,
curious
yeah.
about like dynamics in the bedroom. Like
What about
I,
like Ellen and Portia?
that could be kind of.
I feel like I know what happens and I don't need to watch it.
I feel like to me Ellen is a Barbie doll. Like no
No
there's
genitalia?
No genitalia. Portia has genitalia, but
Yeah.
Ellen.
What about like John Travolta and Neil Patrick Harris?
Whoa.
Do you mean separately or together?
Together.
I would love to see that.
that? I would watch.
I'd love to
I would
see
watch that easily.
JT top Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh no, I want to see the other way around.
I would love that too. I want them to both do it. I want them to get a chance.
I want to see John Travolta's head shine in the sun because he's bald.
Like I want to.
I thought you meant a ray of sun would come down while they're having sex and just shine on
and
his
bounce
head.
off his dome.
Oh, I forgot he was bald for a second.
Yeah, he is.
Good for
Like
him.
I'd want to watch Hannibal Buress be in a threesome.
Oh,
That'd be hot.
That's a good. Who would you have him with?
Like Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Hannibal Buress.
Yes. Oh, I want to watch Hannibal Buress and Tom Holland's Eiffel Tower.
And I just want Hannibal to be like, man, this is the biggest credit of my career.
I just want to hear him be, man, this shit is whack, man.
He's like, how'd I end up with the mouth? He's like, I feel like I am the guest in your bedroom, so I should get first dibs. He's like, you know, meerkats have 2 buttholes.
More fun for the couples.
You should make like a meerkat and get a second one, bitch. Oh God.
My God. Wait, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. Bring them all together.
I don't know if I like that. That would get messy because
No, I like
Brad
it.
Pitt was with Jennifer Aniston back in the day.
I know. That's why.
Yeah.
I don't like Angelina Jolie.
No.
Interesting.
Just
Really?
I'm just like not interested.
'Cause she's
in
a
her.
woman?
I think she's far more normal than anyone realizes, and is just a low key gal.
It's
like
not-
very unassuming. Yeah,
It's not even about like
She did kiss her brother.
I would too.
in a hot
I'd
way.
watch her fuck her brother.
Yeah.
No, like on the red carpet, they had like a little kiss. But sometimes people kiss their brothers. It's not sexual.
Sometimes I kiss Angelina Jolie's brother. It's
Lucas does do that. It's true.
a thing that happens.
But like every time I'm just like Angelina. I can't even think of a movie Angelina Jolie was in other than The Eternals.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
Tomb Raider?
Maleficent.
Yeah, Maleficent's a good
Yeah.
one. What's the one where she's trying to find the daughter?
Flight or the airplane one? No, that was Jodie Foster.
I was going to say that was
You're
Liam
talking
Neeson.
about the wildfire one.
We keep confusing Angelina Jolie for Liam Neeson.
I'm going to Google this. You guys
It's the
talk amongst
wildfire one.
yourselves.
Yeah, I'm trying to. There's one where she was like a hacker. You remember that in the '90s? She had short hair.
Oh,
Was it just called Hackers?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Oh no, why did it come up as Kung Fu Panda 3? No.
I think that's a great place to end.
No.
On every movie.
I think it was called like
What?
The Last Stand or something.
Changeling.
Changeling. Oh, I've never heard of that movie.
Well, everyone should watch it. Lucas, do you have anything to plug?
By the time this comes out, I don't think I have anything to plug.
Okay.
Actually, tonight Lucas is roasting at New York Comedy Club at 11.
I am roast battling Maxim Allen.
Allen.
But this is going to come out on next week.
I know, that's
so,
why I'm saying it.
Yeah. So
And you'll all miss it.
I'll give you guys a report of what happened next week.
Next week. And I think unless she's changed it up, I'm supposed to be on the show Drool. It's a weekly show. It's Claire
Ooh,
Alexander's show.
yes.
Former Meerkats guest.
Yes.
February 3rd. I'll post about it on the gram,
Nice.
which I do know how to use. Oh, and we're setting up a Discord, but I don't know how to use that. So we're
You'll
setting up
learn,
slowly.
yeah.
But I'm learning. I'm
right.
listening. I'm learning. I'm striving to be better.
As are we all. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Another round of applause for Chris Shurr. Amazing
Put up
guest.
for Chris.
We absolutely loved you on. Thank you so much for coming on. We will see you guys next time.